those parts.
Okay. So, could you say and spell your name for me, please?
Tiffany Cole, Tiffanycole.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about yourself, about your background, hobbies, etc.?
Sure. I grew up in Monmouth, Illinois, and attended and graduated from Monmouth College. I worked for Monmouth College actually for about 11 years before I came to work for Country Financial as a representative. So, as for hobbies, my son's very involved in sports, so taking pictures of all of his sporting events is a key hobby. And then I like to read, like to walk, stay active. And then my youngest daughter has special needs, so her big thing is riding horses at Rainbow Riders. So taking her there and taking pictures there.
What did you do at Monmouth College when you worked there?
I worked in the Alumni and Development Office, so for a time being I coordinated alumni events, but the majority of the time that I was there, I coordinated their fundraising.
Okay. How long have you known Karen?
I've known Karen for a number of years. The first year that they, when they came back to town and started to build Rainbow Riders, I became acquainted with her, and actually they live just across the street from me, so we're neighbors as well as friends.
Can you tell me about the community aspect involved with Rainbow Riders? You said that you have been involved with it for many years. What is it like being a mom and having a child involved with Rainbow Riders?
From the mom's perspective, it's just phenomenal. We took my daughter to another riding facility before Rainbow Riders was here, and we would drive her 45 minutes each way to ride once a week. So from that aspect, it's just a phenomenal addition to our community that most people may not even understand that it's a need. For my son, he could pick up and play ball wherever he wanted to go, but for my daughter, there just aren't a lot of opportunities for her in the community. So Rainbow Riders really is a fulfilling experience to her.
Great. How has Karen changed since first starting Rainbow Riders?
You know, I think I never thought that she could get more involved in the program or have more energy, but she does. Every year she comes up, she adds more to the program, and it's like it invigorates her and gives her even more energy. It's just have a snowball effect to it, and her level of enthusiasm just continues to go on the up and up every year. So.
Okay. How has Karen and Rainbow Riders had an effect on you and your family?
Karen and Rainbow Riders both have had a phenomenal impact on my family from a very personal level. Like I said, my daughter Erica has ridden with them since their first full riding season that they've had, and to see how Erica has grown as an individual and how she's made physical advancements. Rainbow Riders had a special saddle made specifically for my daughter to help her ride. So she's an integral. We consider Rainbow Riders and Karen and Joe part of our family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
You're going to make me cry.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
This is what happens every time I talk to Karen.
Oh, that's okay. I will take this out. I will not show that. It's okay though to cry. So what was it like being on the board of directors for the Rainbow Riders?
You know, it was a wonderfully unique experience to be on the board of Rainbow Riders, and it was at a time where the program was growing, and we actually were able to go from all volunteer staff to having some paid positions, and we're able to start expanding programs, a little bit more horses to ride, making improvements to the facilities and putting in sensory trails and things like that. So it was a very fulfilling experience to be on that board.
How has Karen personally played a role in your life? I know that you already talked about that a little bit, but could you elaborate a little bit more?
Well, Karen and I are also, in addition to being connected through Rainbow Riders, we're connected through being members of the same sorority. So we see each other on a lot of different levels, and she always has a smile on her face and something positive to say, and she's just always out there looking for the good in people and trying to make everything that we're doing now even better. And she's a great person to be around. She's one of those that you can't help but smile and feel good when she's in the room.
Yes.
So, yeah.
She's very, very nice. I really like her.
Yeah.
What is your favorite memory of Karen that you can think of?
Well, like I said, every time with Karen is a good time, but one of my most favorites of Karen My daughter rides the same night every week and has for years, and she's ridden for years. And Karen was not out in the arena one night when Erica was riding, and she was inside. And all of a sudden, she came running out of the house, and she said, she was in the office working, and she looked up out the window and saw Erica ride, and Erica was riding particularly well that night. And she just came around. She goes, "What is going on? What is wrong with her?" Or what? Not what's wrong, but what is going on with her? And I'm like, what? She said, "Well, look at her riding. She's just." And Karen was more excited than anything else. She said, "What?" I said, "Well," and Erica had quite a bit of family that was there watching. She had an audience, and I was taking pictures, so she was performing very well. But just to see, for Karen, it was just another day. You know, there were riders out there, and she was in working on Rainbow Riders paperwork. But to see her notice a difference and to see her excitement of the improvements that Erica had made in the riding was really, really neat.
Okay. Would you consider Karen a local hero?
Absolutely. If we could clone her, we would be an even better community than we are. She just, the things that she has brought to the table, and not just with the Rainbow Riders program directly, but in educating people about, educating our community about people with different needs and different abilities. And she sees through all those and sees the best in everybody.
Is there anything else that you would like to add?
Like I said, if we can clone her, that would be great. We need more Karens in the world. So,
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.